Hey, what up, everybody? Johnny Ward here, and welcome to this week's episode of the Nerdyverse of Madness. Today, I have an interview with SSGoshin4, a Dragon Ball collector with the most impressive collection. I'd say about a month ago, I was scrolling through Instagram, and the algorithm showed me this quick reel of a little scan of a Dragon Ball collection. I clicked to see more, and holy shit, was I blown away. I dove into her YouTube, and she just has one of the most impressive Dragon Ball collections ever. I reached out, sent her a message, and sure enough, she agreed to come on, and I'm super, super grateful for that. Without further ado, let's hop into it. This is a really good one. I hope you enjoy.
Interest in nerddom is at an all-time high. Where once we hid in our parents' basements, everyone is stepping out into the light and embracing fandoms with a newfound vigor. One man hopes to gather and speak with them all. This is the place where all fans can come and discuss the things they love, the things they hate, and maybe, just maybe, discover something new to devote all their time to. Welcome to the Nerd Podcast to rule them all. Prepare to fall into the Nerdyverse of Madness.
All right, welcome to the Nerdyverse of Madness. I got SS4 Goshin here. How are you?
Hey, I'm good. How about you?
I'm doing pretty good. You have one of the most impressive Dragon Ball collections I've ever seen in my life.
Thank you. It's a many, many years in the making, that's for sure.
So, when did you first get into Dragon Ball? I mean, I think it was just this morning or last night you posted a flashback video all the way to you're 5 years old in that picture of you holding your toys.
Yeah. That's an old one. I'm glad I still have that picture. But I honestly I think I started watching it maybe when I was actually 4, on Toonami. And my older sister was the one who was actually watching it at the time, and I was like loving what was on the screen. And I remember the first episode I ever watched. It was when Yamcha got killed by the Cybermen. And that's a
Okay,
crazy
yeah.
first episode, but
Yeah.
I loved it. Like I got hooked from that. And and then I just kept watching it from that point on, and that's it just started from there, really.
Yeah. Yeah, I think the first episode I saw was Dragon Ball, and I found it a little kind of boring, so I didn't really get into it. But I remember I was probably 7 or 8, so like 97, 98, and that's when I started watching Z, and it totally changed my life. I mean, the 90s was a crazy time. I know a lot of people remember Poké Fever in the 90s, but I know in my
Yeah.
school everybody was crazed with Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah, I know. I remember like I feel like in my school it was more Pokemon than Dragon Ball, but also I was like I stood out because I was a girl who liked Dragon Ball, and like there was really no girls who liked, especially then.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair for sure. Yeah, me and my friends used to go to the library and just print off pictures of Dragon Ball, and we'd fill up like binders and come. It was almost like bringing the cool new trading cards, but we'd have binders of pictures, and we'd save GIFs and stuff on
I
floppy
can relate.
disks.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, I totally relate to that. I still have it, a binder of just like printed out cool pictures of Dragon Ball or Dragon Ball GT or something. I'm like, oh, this is so cool. I still have that binder.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah.
So when did you start collecting? Like, was it right from the hop or?
Well, first I had a lot of like just toys and figures because my parents would buy them for me, like for like Christmas or birthdays and stuff, and I would just play with them at the time, just like make my own stories and my own episodes, what if stories. And then it wasn't until I was, I believe, like 11 years old that I went to, I think it was Toys R Us, and they had I believe at the time, I think it was Jack specific figures, and they were in their package looking nice. And I remember I bought one, and I looked at it, and I was like, I don't know if I really want to open it. I think I like the way it looks in the package. And then that's what kind of started it. I mean, when I was 11, I would open some and keep some in the box. And then as years went by, I just kind of like, just collect them in box, or if I got them loose, I would just, leave it as is. I collect both loose and in package. So when I was 11 really is when it really started, the collecting.
11 years old and you're 30 now?
I just turned 31.
Okay, so you've been collecting Dragon Ball for solid 20 years.
Yeah.
So I was watching one of your YouTube videos. You don't got it all with you, right? You have a storage unit with other stuff, or was that an old video I was watching, or
Yeah, so when I lived with my mom, I had to put most of my stuff in storage. And my collection was in my bedroom. So if you saw my older videos with like all the stuff all over the place, that was
yeah.
my bedroom actually. I actually slept there. And then once I moved out on my own and got my own place, I was able to just stop with the storage and bring everything here. So my second bedroom now is like it's a work in progress. We're still working on it, but I'm making that the collection room. I don't think everything's gonna fit in there still, but I'll fit what I can and I'll figure out what I'm gonna do with the rest. But yeah, so I have a lot of stuff. I mean, as you saw in my storage videos, like I had like bins and bins and bins of stuff.
Yeah, yeah. So where are you getting it all? Are you just traveling around the country, going to different comic stores and just searching?
I get them like in a variety of different places. Like I do eBay most of the time
Okay.
because eBay
Okay.
has like a bunch of stuff that you can't get anywhere else.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
I also do the hunting videos that you've probably seen,
Yeah.
where I go to different comic shops or conventions or anywhere that they have collectibles and just like search around and hunt for Dragon Ball action figures and stuff. So, whenever I go to a different state and I have the opportunity to go to a shop, I'll try to go and make a video. Other than that, I go to cons, yeah, to get some stuff, and then also the Japanese auction sites. There's a lot of Japanese auction sites that you can get stuff from.
Oh, okay. And are you only kind of collecting official stuff, or will you go for anything?
Well, I'm trying to like get like more of like a niche now in what I collect because I have so much and things are expensive now. It's hard. This is a very expensive hobby. So um
They all
I
are.
yeah. So I used to just collect everything, but now I'm kind of scaling down to like my favorite thing, which is vintage. Vintage has always been my favorite thing to collect, but I do have a lot of like bootlegs in my collection because I appreciate them. Some people hate them. I love them. I think like when they're ugly and they have like their own like sculpt to them and it's not really like a complete knockoff of another figure.
Yeah.
Um, it has its own charm. Like I really appreciate those, even though they're like hideous. I just love the ugly looking ones. I don't
Yeah.
know. They're great.
Is that thick Vegeta yours or just a picture you pulled off the line?
Well, it's not mine. I know where they sell it though. It is a picture I got online, but they sell it on Etsy. So if you look on Etsy for like Vegeta figure, you'll find it. It's a
Oh.
seller that literally makes just like big booty like Dragon Ball characters. Seriously,
Oh. Okay.
it's great.
Um, so when you were growing up in the 90s, was it easy for you to watch Dragon Ball, or were you kind of stuck to what was airing on TV? Like,
Well, I was like basically watching what it was on TV because I was so little at the time, so it was really hard for me to watch it any other way. But when I got a little bit older, I remember with GT at least, I would buy the DVDs and VHS
okay.
tapes
Yeah.
before it was aired on Toonami. So I remember I finished the whole series before it even finished airing on Toonami. So, and then sometimes I would download stuff when I got a little bit older too, like from LimeWire and stuff.
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
all
yeah.
those peer-to-peer downloading websites. But yeah, I'd watch it like that as well.
Yeah, because there's only where I grew up in Canada anyway. There was one channel and it played Dragon Ball, and it would play a couple newer episodes, and then it would just start back at the right at the beginning to Raditz, and then play all the way
Yep,
through. And it was the most frustrating thing. And I'd be
I
going
know.
online looking at the pictures, and I'd be seeing all this GT stuff. I actually didn't watch
Yeah.
any GT until a couple of years ago
Wow.
when I watched it with my son. We watched through everything. Started at the beginning, went through Z, GT, Super. We've watched it all. And I tell him all the
Wow.
time, like, it's so amazing to live in this day and age where you can just go online and watch it all.
That's so true. I know it's like easily accessible now, but at the time we had to like search and hunt for all these things. And I remember when I was little, actually, I would tell my mom like we would go to this collectible shop, and there was these bootleg like Dragon Ball GT tapes that I guess were imported. Someone like had recorded it on a tape, and I had like crappy translations, like subtitles on it, and like the image was all like blurry and stuff. But I remember I wanted it so bad because I remember seeing pictures of Super Saiyan 4 Goku, and I'm like, I need to know what this is. And then they
Yes.
had it there, but
Yes.
like they were expensive. They would sell them for like at the time $20, which is a lot. And like my mom was like, I'm not gonna like buy this for you, this crappy like recording
Yeah.
of it.
Yeah.
No. So yeah, the struggle.
So is there any Dragon Ball content you don't like, or you like Ball Z, GT, Supers?
I like all of it. Like a lot of people don't like GT, but I love it. I really love GT, honestly.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, GT is great, and I think in its own way, obviously. Like there's a lot of things that could have been improved, but I just I like it for what it is, you know?
Yeah, if you don't take it super seriously as some sort of serious canonic, it's so much fun. Like
Yeah,
it had that sense of adventure that Dragon Ball had that kind of was lost in Z, and it just kind of brought
exactly.
it back. And I love Pan. Pan's
Pan's my
fantastic.
favorite.
Yeah,
My Pan's my favorite, so yeah. Yeah, she's
yeah,
awesome.
yeah. So you're a fan of Super, right?
Yeah, I do. I like it. I enjoy what I saw. I would like to see more of it, but when is that happening? I don't know. But
Yeah.
I want it to be brought back, but we've been waiting for years at this point. So to be honest, I've been holding off on the manga because I've been waiting. I've been so stubborn. I've been waiting for it to come back in anime form. But like at this rate, I don't even know that's like I don't know when that's happening because we got Daima now, and like
Yeah,
that's gonna
yeah.
be another year or so of us seeing that. So who knows? Sad. I wanted to come
Oh,
back.
oh, you gotta read the manga.
I know, I
There's a new
know,
chapter out today. I just watched it or read it like an hour ago. It's
I
so
know
good.
that. I'm being
Yeah.
very stubborn.
Yeah, I can be stubborn too. That's fair. That's fair. So, um, what do you have a favorite piece? Which is
Of my
it?
collection. Ugh,
Do you have too much? Is it?
it's hard. Honestly, one some of my favorite stuff, like I said, the vintage stuff I love because it has you can't obviously like the figure arts and stuff look so nice compared to what we had back in the 80s,
Oh,
90s.
oh my God, it's
You can't
unbelievable.
compare. They're
It's
gorgeous.
unbelievable. Yeah.
But there's something about the charm of like those goofy looking, like old school action figures, the retro ones that just have like basic articulation, just move
Yeah.
the neck and like the arms up and down, like that's it. Something about those action figures, I think it's a nostalgic thing that like really like mean a lot to me, and I love those figures. And just the packaging, I feel like for the vintage stuff was like so vibrant, and like now I feel like everything's so minimalistic on how the packaging looks like and all that stuff. But back then everything was like in your face colors, like Dragon Ball Z, the saga continues. Like I love all that
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah.
So, but if I had to pick one particular piece, like I still have my very first Goku figure that I remember buying at the store myself. So that means a lot to me. I never like threw it out or sold it for that reason. And then also I have this bootleg pan figure that's like this big, and she's a bootleg off the Super Battle Collection pan. But I love
Okay.
that one because my mom got it for me in Italy when I was like 8. And I kept it all this time. I used to play with that figure so, so much. And then it just meant so much to me that like when I first met the voice of Pan, the English voice of Pan, I got her to sign it. And I'm like, it just all came full circle for me. I love it.
That's so exciting.
Yeah,
Yeah.
was.
So how many voice actors have you met? Like how many people from the show have you met?
A lot. A lot. I think a majority, to be honest. Like, trying to think of one that well, I would love to meet Masako Nozawa. Who wouldn't want to meet Masako
Yeah.
Nozawa?
Yeah, no, absolutely.
Like face to face. Like I got to see her though in person. I did. When I went to the New York Comic Con in 2018, there was a panel for Dragon Ball Super Broly, and I was there and Masako Nozawa was invited to speak for that. So I got to see her like in person, but never got to talk to her and formally meet her. So that I would love. That's like a goal, right? But yeah, I've met like as far as the English cast, probably all of them, or like most. I would say most of them.
Yeah, like all the basic ones, Sean
Yeah.
and everything. Yeah, yeah. Okay. F Favorite movie?
My favorite, honestly, Dragon Ball Super Broly. That's like my
Yes.
favorite one. That's the best one. Like, I love that movie. It's so good. I saw it
It,
like 6 times in theater.
yeah, it's fantastic. That's actually when my son was like maybe 3 weeks old, I had all these DVDs and I started watching through again, and he was sitting in his little baby swing and he was like fascinated by it. But when he started officially watching it, getting into it, he was older, and it was Super Broly, and my father-in-law put it on for him. And then I kind of came into the room, I sat down and I was watching it, and he left, and I was hooked because I had been off of Dragon Ball for a little bit. It had been so long since I watched it, and I was blown
Uh-huh.
away. I couldn't get over it. The
So
animation is
good.
fantastic, the
Yes.
pacing.
Yes.
Honestly, Broly versus Vegeta is probably my top anime fight of all time.
Really.
It's spectacular.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, no, it is.
Vegeta's my favorite character, and I thought it was just almost beautiful to see him kind of get someone who wanted to fight him instead at the first, as opposed to Kakarot getting all the glory right off the
Right.
hop. Yeah,
Exactly. No, I agree. And like just the visuals, like you had said, the story in general, we got also a really great backstory to Broly instead of just, he's just a beast who wants to kill Goku. Like, he actually has personality. Like, you actually like him like more than just like he looks cool. And also like the Gogeta for me, Gogeta versus Broly was just epic because Gogeta is my favorite fusion. So other than Super Broly, I would say Fusion Reborn is one of my second favorite movie.
really.
I
Yeah,
love, yeah, it's great. And I also love the visuals of that too. Like when, Janemba is like with all like I would like to say all like the particles kind of like moving around,
yeah,
colorful. I love it. I love it. And it's funny. It's a funny movie too. But yeah, it just Dragon Ball Super Broly just like what like I don't know how can you like top that movie? It was great. Like I
yeah,
love the new one too, but still Broly.
yeah. So in the manga, it just went
Got
through
to
that,
yeah,
and
I had
t
seen, I
yeah,
heard.
yeah. Today's issue, oh man, you gotta read it. It's
I
fantastic.
know.
But I think one of my favorite of the Z movies is probably Broly's Second Coming. As opposed,
Really?
yeah, I really
Okay.
like that. I found the first one. I didn't really care for Broly's, like you said, the backstories.
Yeah,
Like it was
exactly.
just
It's kind of weird, like lame. Like really, that's what motivated you to want to kill Goku's crying. Like I don't know, just strange there. But Broly's awesome. I like how he looks. Like I like his original design probably more. But yeah, the story's way better in this
yeah.
the new one.
I was actually kind of surprised to read online how many people aren't really. Well, I mean, I guess I'm not really surprised because the internet's full of tons of people who don't like a lot of things. But I was shocked to find that Super Broly isn't all that favored amongst.
Really?
Yeah.
Really? Most people
Yeah.
I know at least love that one the most.
Well, I need to hang more around the people you know for sure.
Yeah. Yeah,
Um,
for real.
so are you through all kind of medias for Dragon Ball? Are you playing any games? Have you played any of the games?
Yeah, I played a lot of the older ones, of course, because those are the ones I grew up with best. Game to me today is Budokai Tenkaichi 3 still. Can't compare. I've spent hours and hours and hours, days playing that game. It's just so I have a video actually that I had posted recently on my Instagram where like it's like a throwback of me playing Budokai Tenkaichi 3 probably what 2008 or something. I'm like and I have my Dragon Ball like controller. It's I love that game. And then the new one I'm super excited for. Like I can't wait. Like I have a PS5 just for it. So literally the only reason why I
Oh,
bought
really? Yeah, yeah.
it.
Just like when is that coming out? Because
It's-
they just announced that, right?
Yeah, it's supposed to, from what I heard from someone at GameStop, they said December of this year,
December. Okay. And
like by Christmas.
is it a Sony exclusive or?
No, I don't think so. No, it's not gonna
Okay.
be. No.
Okay. Because I got the Series S for Christmas. Well,
Uh,
me and my son got the Series S for Christmas, but it's mine.
yeah,
Yeah.
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 I'm sure they'll have it for that. It's not exclusive or anything, so you're good. You're
Okay. Perfect.
good.
Yeah, I've played a lot of Xenoverse too, but it's just been out for so long. I need something new.
I liked Kakarot a lot. That was really good too.
Yeah, yeah. I just saw that I missed out on a DLC. I didn't notice that came out the Budokai Tenkaichi with Piccolo when he's a kid.
Oh, nice,
Have you
nice.
played through that or?
I haven't. No, I kind of just stopped once the game was over. Like I didn't like get the DLCs or anything. So.
Oh, okay. Yeah, the first DLC is actually really good. The Resurrection F storyline goes through really
Yeah,
good. Yeah.
I'm sure it is because the game, like I like the way they did the RPG format. Like it's just really good. And like I remember the first battle with Raditz or whatever, that was hard.
It
I
was
was like,
hard.
it was hard as hell. I was like, how am I supposed to beat this thing? I was sweating. I was sweating.
Yeah, there's actually you're Krillin and Gohan, and I think you're trying to get the Dragon Balls out of Frieza's spaceship. I actually broke my controller. I was getting so frustrated, I actually threw it across the room. And I'm pretty generally pretty cool. Games don't get me so frustrated, but I must have done that like 50 times before I finally got out. I was so mad.
Yeah,
So
it was hard, but it actually I think I have that clip on YouTube somewhere of like me and my sister trying to be Raditz.
that's
It's
awesome.
hilarious. We were like screaming.
Yeah, I also played like way back. My friend had a burnt copy of Dragon Ball GT Final Bout. I probably played
It's a
most of
that's
this classic. Yeah.
I was gonna say that's a good game, but it's not. But it's
No.
like good in the sense where it's like very nostalgic. Like I
Yeah.
played it for many hours too. I
Yeah.
actually used to play it on a an emulator thing. Like back in the day, like my dad had this CD called Bleem, and like you're able to play like I guess it's like an emulator for like PS1 games or whatever. And I was able to play it like that way on the PC when I was like a kid. So um, yeah, it has a big nostalgic factor to it. Um, because obviously the game isn't
Yeah.
very good.
It's
Like
not
the
very
mechanics, the controls, it's super slow, clunky, just bad. But it
Yeah.
was
Yeah.
GT at the time, so it was cool, you know?
Yeah, absolutely. So you obviously love Dragon Ball so much. Are there any other animes that you have mad love for or
Nothing like Dragon Ball,
no?
honestly. Like I like a lot of like maybe older animes. Like I'm not like too big on like the new stuff, not because I don't like it, just because I haven't really watched it because it's hard to find the time to sit and watch. But the newest anime that I watched that I enjoyed was Demon Slayer, and I thought that was fun. I liked it.
I thoroughly enjoy it. I love the
Yeah,
animation. It's fantastic.
it's good. I like Demon Slayer as well. I really enjoyed that. Of course, Yu Yu Hakusho, love Yu Yu Hakusho.
Yeah.
Love, I don't know if you've seen Detective Conan Case Closed. I really like Case Closed.
I've that's on my radar. I haven't watched it yet. No.
It's good. And I feel like it's the kind of anime where you don't have to watch every single episode like in order. You can kind of
Okay.
watch one here, one there, because it's like basically cases, right? Like
Yeah.
solving cases. So, and some of them are like go on for like more than one episode, but for the
Okay.
most part, like they get solved in one. But and there's another one that I really love, which is I feel like underrated. It's underrated now because a lot of people don't talk about it now, but it's called Azumanga Daioh, and it's a slice of life anime, and it's hilarious. It's one
Okay.
of my favorites. Very different from Dragon Ball, completely different genre, but it is fun, funny. Every time I watch it, like it puts me in a good mood and it makes me laugh. So, guys, you should watch Azumanga Daioh. It's only 24 episodes.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna check it out for sure. Yeah, me and my son just started. Well, not just started, but a month ago. Started our One Piece adventure.
Wow. Oh, that's a long adventure. Like I would love to watch it, but I can't. That's like too many. Thousand? Uh-uh.
It's so much, but I mean, after about 14 episodes, I got hooked. I gotta say, it's just it's funny. Some of the funniest anime I've ever watched. But at the same time, 1,000 episodes. I If my kid wasn't in my ear being like, "Hey, we should watch it," I don't know if I would have started it. But now that I'm in it, I think I'm in it. I really do.
Yeah. Yeah. I
Yeah.
mean, I've heard nothing but great things, and um I heard that also they like kind of go into detail with every character, like even side characters, like they go into their backstory, which is pretty cool because like for example, that's a big difference when it comes to like Dragon Ball and stuff. Like you don't the story is not too deep, which I think is why it appealed to a lot of people in general
Yeah.
because it's not like such a complex story. Some of these other animes are a lot more complex, I feel like.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I reread Ball and all the way through Z every August. I start up reread it yearly.
That's
It
cool.
started a few years ago. I read it and then I just did it every year.
Nice.
But so, well, we're kind of getting to the end here. Is there any other final thoughts you'd like to add? In
Um, I do have some of the manga. I actually do have the manga. Well, all of Dragon Ball Z though. I have all of Dragon Ball Z. Um, and I remember reading the manga like when I was in like in school. Whenever I had like free time, just read it. And I had a lot of time to read it back then. And like I kind of like the pacing of the manga, not gonna lie, because it gets straight to the point. There's no filler. That's why there's Kai.
yeah,
But I can't. Kai, I've never watched it and I refused. Oh, there you go. That's one thing I didn't really care for was Kai.
really? I've actually watched all the way through
Yeah,
Kai. That's
no.
how I do my rewatches.
No. No, thank you. It's like no, it's just, you know what, maybe if they kept the voice actors, but when they recasted, I'm like, oh no, I can't do this.
Who all
I
did they
can't.
recast? I know they recast Frieza.
And I mean, that's not like I really like I love Chris Ayers. Did a
Yeah,
great job. But
yeah.
um they recasted
Oh,
Gohan. Yeah. And it is a very big difference for me. So I'm like, I couldn't get used to it because like the OG Gohan is just amazing. Like I'm also really good friends with Stephanie Nadolny, so maybe I'm biased. But
okay, yeah,
um,
yeah. Oh, yeah. You started this weekend, right?
yeah. We're really good friends. She's probably the one voice actor that we've like become like actual friends where she like comes over, she slept over at my house before, like we go out to dinner, like things like that whenever she's in town, of course.
Okay.
So
Oh, wow, that's
yeah.
amazing.
Yeah, she's an awesome person. So I never would have thought that I would be friends with like actual friends with some of the voice actors. Never. If you were to tell me when I was 10 or whatever, like I would have never thought.
Yeah, yeah. How did you guys meet? Was it just you stalking her at conventions or?
So basically, we have a mutual friend,
Okay.
and he knew her from conventions actually. And I guess they just started talking and on a more personal level, and they became friends. And then he introduced me to her. He was like, "You got to meet her. Like, she's super cool." So, you know, we just hit it off and became really good friends from that point on. So I think we met in 2018. So we've been friends since. And then I'm also really good friends with the voice of Pan, which is also crazy because, she's one
Yeah.
of my favorite characters.
Yeah.
Never thought that would happen. But with that one, I took a leap of faith and just sent her a DM. I'm like, you know what? Let's see what happens.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it was before she was in cons again, actually. And I had told her, I sent her a message like, a lot of people would love to see you at cons. You should try being a guest at these conventions because it's like rare to ever even see you. And many people love to meet you. I can help you get into some conventions. Yeah, I was like, I could have helped her because I know a lot of people that run cons and everything. So, um, and so I was like, you know what, let me see what happens. And she replied to me. I was like low-key fangirling a little
Yeah.
bit.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then I was like, wow, that is amazing that she freaking replied. So she's like, oh, thank you for your message. Yeah, that'd be awesome, whatever. So then we ended up guesting at the same convention because I got her into it.
Oh, nice.
And so yeah, it was awesome. And so from that point on, we became really good friends. So I guess I was kind of like the catalyst to get her back into doing cons again. I mean, that's crazy, but
Oh, that's amazing.
yeah,
Yeah, being in Canada, I don't get as many opportunities as I wish I could. But it was kind of the same thing when I first started this podcast. I originally thought of it like a year ago, and then life kind of got in the way. But way back when, I just had this idea that I was like, I really want Kyle Hebert to do the intro and the outro and the narrator voice, and
yeah,
I
he's
for,
super cool.
I forget how I found his email address, but I was like, "Hey, I know you don't know me, but I would love if you'd come on the podcast, or if I could commission you to do a recording." He's like, "I don't have time for a podcast, but I can absolutely do a podcast intro, outro. Send me a script," and I sent it, and I didn't even give him really any direction other than Dragon Ball narrator voice, and he just ran with it, and it's fantastic. It turned out so much better than I could have imagined. So,
That's awesome. Yeah, I
yeah.
actually just saw him last month at a
Okay.
convention by me. And he's awesome. He's probably one of the first voice actors I ever met, like over 10 years ago, 15 years ago, probably the first time I ever met him.
Okay. Yeah.
But just like as a fan, right? Like
Yeah.
but he's very nice. He's very nice.
Yeah. Yeah. The only one who comes here regularly is Sabat. There's a big fan expo convention in Toronto every August, 4 days. Huge, huge thing. And he's usually the only one there. I think
Yeah.
Kyle Hebert came a few years ago, but I wasn't able to get to that one. But
Mm.
yeah.
Yeah, like I feel like Chris goes everywhere too. He just goes everywhere.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's
Oh,
awesome.
all right. So Pan's your favorite character. Let's finish up. What are your next two favorite characters after Pan?
Goku,
Okay.
definitely. And then after that, oh, I didn't even think about that one. I guess I'll say Gohan. I'll say Gohan.
Go on. That's fair. That's fair. All
Yeah.
right. So where can people find you? What's the best way to reach you and to drool over your collection?
So I have lots of content on my YouTube channel, SSGoshin4. Tons of videos, unboxings, reviews, collection updates, hunting videos, storage videos, everything's there. Also reactions. And then also I have my Instagram, which is SSGoshin4. Tons of content on there too. And then my TikTok as well, SSGoshin4. I also have Facebook, SSGoshin4, and Twitter, but I don't really use it that much, but SSGoshin4 on there as well.
Okay, yeah, I have a Twitter. I don't use it as often as I
Or X,
probably
I'm
should.
sorry, it's
Yeah,
X now.
X Twitter. Okay, perfect. Well, I would love to. Thank you so much for coming on, and it just means the world. I love what you're doing, and keep doing it.
No, thank you. Thank you for having me. It was a lot of fun.
Yes, absolutely. Thanks so much.
Yes, thank you.
You're welcome.
Bye.
Bye. Bye. Well, there you have it, guys. That was my interview with SSGoshin4. I want to thank her so much for coming on. Was just such a fun episode. I have so much love for Dragon Ball, and I think we covered an amazing amount of topics. Like she said at the end there, you can pretty much find her on every social media platform at SSGoshin4, Twitter, YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, and I have linked all of those in the show notes as well. Me, you can find me at www.thenerdyverseofmadness.ca, and all of my social links are at the top there. Please give me a follow on all of them, particularly the Twitch. I know that looks a little inactive, and it has been, but I'm going to be changing that up soon as I can, and you can learn a bit more of my plans there by going to my blog and reading the Pokemon post. And I just wanted to give a nice shout out to my friend Jaden Turner, who has listened to every single episode I've put out. It means the world to me. We have a group chat, and every single week he drops a little something into the chat to let us know, or rather let me know that he's listened to it, and it means the world to me. You're getting thinner every day, bud. And that's the joke for him that he'll understand and very much appreciate. Anyways, that's it for today. I want to thank you again so much for listening, and until next time, peace.
That is all for today, but what kind of discussions will the one and only Johnny Ward get himself into next time? Will he discover a new collection to spend all his money on, or something to read for the next year and get depressed when it's done? Find out next time on the Nerdyverse of Madness.